I was coming back from California, and I'm sitting in the Loves in Quartzsite, Arizona, and it was almost dark, and I'm sitting back there in the sleeper eating my lunch or dinner, and I hear this knock on the door, and I open up my curtain, and it's a young lady standing out there. She was probably, I don't know, she's probably in her early 30s, and she asked me if I wanted any company. And I looked at her and I said, "Ma'am," I says, are you in trouble?" I said, "You see the side of my truck? Is somebody forcing you to do this?" Next thing I know, she said no, and she took off real fast. So, and I didn't see her after that. So I made the phone call and I reported it, and it wasn't maybe 20 minutes later, here come city police in the parking lot, driving around the parking lot.
The efforts that the trucking industry makes in that regard, not just for the day-to-day commercial vehicle safety, but the efforts they make in being eyes and ears for signs of human trafficking that goes on out on the highways, and in not only the highways but the rest areas, the truck stops, the areas that they're going to be at.
If there's anything going on, we're going to see it, flat out. We're gonna see it. We're going to be the first ones there on the scene.
Truckers Against Trafficking is an incredible program. They're training truckers to be heroes, and they get to be part of the solution. They get to look for victims, know how to report victims, looking for scenarios. It's quite amazing.
We know that human trafficking is something that is transient. They often go from one location to the next.
Arizona is a map of highways. We have Highway 40 that goes all the way across. We have I-10 that kind of goes down the middle. We have the 17 and the 51, and we have all these access points from other places. The Department of Transportation has really looked at port of entries and trying to identify human trafficking as well as smuggling on those ports. We have a great relationship, and our Department of Public Safety, our state police, are doing incredible work.
And we have to acknowledge that these are often crimes that happen at truck stops, at remote facilities, at hotels, with people that are traveling across country, often not home for very long.
There's more truck drivers than there are police officers, clearly. The truck drivers just kind of blend into the landscape. You can picture that the criminals engaged in trafficking is going to look around, and if he sees the state trooper in their uniform and in their marked vehicle, they're going to be wary. They're going to try to hide the activities. They're probably less aware of the driver that is stopped at the rest area or at the truck stop, updating his paperwork.
How can we use the power of multiplier of the 3 million truck drivers that are on the road to try and identify and at least train them and educate them into what the crime is?
What we decided to do was build a themed semi-truck, and then we would auction the truck off and donate all the proceeds to Truckers Against Trafficking. When I started to work for Inland, it was 22 years ago, I was a parts delivery driver. And so I would drive up and down Buckeye all day long. And I would see the drug dealing and the human trafficking going on there. And I had never been exposed to that kind of thing in my life. And so my coping mechanism was to just look straight forward and not look side to side. And that's what Truckers Against Trafficking did for me, is they kind of woke me up and they made me look side to side and realize, hey, there are problems going on here. And there's something you can do about it.
It's happening in our backyards. It's happening in the smallest town in Arizona, and it's happening in the largest city.
We have to try new things. We can't try the same. We can't arrest every person who's prostituting. We can't try to arrest our way out of this. We have to use innovation. We have to work as a community together. We have to partner and share information and allow other groups to do their innovation while working together as a team.
We want to be part of the solution. We want to be part of solving this problem and fighting these crimes. And when you empower somebody to do that, it's an incredibly life-changing moment.
I mean, I love what I'm doing. I do feel for these people, and if there's anything I can do to help somebody that's in trouble, I'll step up to the plate.